Hi guys, my name is Naachi and welcome to a new video. Today I want to talk about how to create your own original character, also called OC. I want to give you some different tips on how to have an easier time creating a new character, as it can be overwhelming sometimes to come up with some new ideas. As you can see, I already have a original character I designed myself. You could see her on the left side. I designed her back in 2015 and she was only known as Skull Bunny. Today I'm trying to give this character a new touch and make her look a little bit better and redesign her. That is what I'm doing right now, and I'm just coloring her in the background while we talk about creating a new character. I'm not saying that every single one of these tips will help you, but it can give you a different perspective and make it a little bit more easier instead of maybe being overwhelmed by all the options you have, because when you are designing an original character, you basically can do whatever you want. So what I like to start out with is thinking about what setting I see my new character in. Is it gonna be sci-fi? Is it gonna be fantasy? You need to make sure that you know that on forehand. It is not a good idea to draw, like I do, a bunny with a skull face paint and a weapon in her hand and put her in a fantasy setting. It probably is not gonna work. So maybe I would see her more in a sci-fi setting. So make sure that you know what setting you want to put your character into. The next thing I like to look at is personality. For example, is your new character mysterious and cold, or they may be fun, happy and outgoing? It's nice to know where you want to go with your character on forehand, so you know in what kind of poses you can draw the character, what kind of clothes they can wear and what fits their personality best. Write down some few character traits that fits your character and something you are happy with and move on. Don't overdo it. Write down a few, let's say 5 or 6 character traits, and that should be totally fine. Make sure that they fit well together and that you are happy with them. It's very good to also think about of giving your character a backstory so other people can understand why they are behaving the way they are behaving. For example, how old are they? Where are they from? How many friends do they have? What are their friends like? What is their family status? Those are all things that can help to build an interesting character, but make sure that you are not overdoing it. Leave out all those details that are way too specific for people to understand. You don't need to write down 5 pages of why the character is the way he or she is. Make some small notes and try to implement that into your drawing or into the story you want to tell, and leave out details that are not necessary. Okay, now for the fun part, because for me, what I like the most about designing a new original character is to draw the character. We are starting out to draw the character. Make sure to add something you like drawing, something you feel comfortable with. For me, it is, for example, drawing bunny ears. I really like that. Even though I'm going very colorful with the hair and the bunny ears are kind of cute, I also wanted something that is a little bit dark and gritty, so I gave for that skull face paint. Draw something you're comfortable with and make sure that it doesn't take you too long to draw. When you are designing your original character, make sure that you are not leaving your comfort zone too much, because you want to draw this character again and again. If you give them too much details, if you draw something you are not used to drawing, you're gonna have a hard time to draw that character again, and you're probably gonna lose interest in drawing them more often. Which is sad, because you already spent so much time on creating them in the first place. So make sure that what you create is something you feel very good with, something you can draw, something you can do again easily. Give them, as I said, something special, as how I did the bunny ears, that are a little bit more out of the ordinary and make the character a little bit more recognizable. If you overdo it, you end up with an over-detailed character like this one. Trust me, you don't want that. Everything about this character is wrong. There are way too many colors you need to use every time you want to draw him. There are way too many details. There are bunny ears, there are wings, there is long hair, there is a lot of different colors in the clothing. It's just too much. Don't make the character overcomplicated. This is so important, and I can't stress it enough. If you just want to draw an illustration, go all detailed, that's totally fine. But original characters you want to draw again and again need to have consistency, and they can't be overly detailed. It's not only for you, but if you have a character you love, at some point you maybe have fans or friends who really love this character as well and want to draw him. Also make sure when you work with colors that the color scheme matches your character. And maybe use some neutral tones to just balance everything out, like gray, black and white. They always go very well with the characters you design. It doesn't matter, they are always good. So I tried, because I already gave her this really, really bright hair color, to tone everything else down to not overdo it. Remember, those are not mandatories, it's just some guidelines that can help you. Nobody says you can't create a colorful rainbow character. Of course you can, and if you feel comfortable with that, I am happy for you. If you want to be over detailed, do that as well. I'm just saying, in the end of the day, you want people to like that character, you want yourself to be able to draw that character again and again, and most of the times it is better to go simplistic than going over detailed. I'm just going over some details and doing the background. I really like her new design compared to what she looked like before. She was very dull in her old version from 2015, and I think she looks much more alive now and has a personality to her that you can actually see from just looking at the picture, which I'm really happy about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a lot of fun with the video. I love how my character turned out. If you have some characters you want to show me as well, maybe leave a link in the comments and I can have a look at them, or post them at me at Twitter @naachi. You can find the link in the description. I would be happy if you would like this video or maybe give me a subscribe, and I see you guys next week for a new video. Bye!